Hello everyone, this is DSIGN and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have the part 2 of a speed build of my Let's Design series, the BRIESJE Eco Mall. What's up guys, welcome back again for the part 2 of the BRIESJE Eco Mall speed build, and I'll be talking about the first of the 5 food establishments of the Canal Food Strip. So Canal Food Strip is a long array of food establishments along the canal of the mall. And the first one is inspired from real life as well, and it is Pesca Theater of Fish. So the restaurant's feature is that there's a huge counter where all fresh sea creatures are piled up so that you'll personally pick your own and request the chef on what kind of dish you would like to have. So same with Lot 61. I went on Google to find a great seafood restaurant in Amsterdam, and as soon as I saw the concept of the restaurant, I knew that this is the perfect one in my mall. So Pesca has this abundance of industrial style, meet boat house kind of vibe, and I made sure that the ambience is like you're in a colorful port where fresh fish and seafood are caught. And in addition, if you're going to play this restaurant, please change this stall with another from Salon, cause this stall that I placed doesn't work outside Salon. I believe it is also the Z's Easy Poke stand. Anyway, that's all for the Pesca Theater of Fish, and let us now move on to the next restaurant. So, to the next restaurant is a Filipino restaurant that I called Illustrados, but before we deep dive into it, I asked a poll on my Twitter before on what restaurant should I put in my mall, and they gave me the seafood restaurant, which was the Pesca Theater of Fish, and a Filipino restaurant, which is Illustrados, and a pastry shop, a Japanese restaurant, and a gourmet restaurant, which I will be talking about later on. So back to Illustrados. If you're wondering, Illustrados is actually derived from Spain. So during the Spanish colonization here in the Philippines, Illustrados are considered from the middle class, and they were educated in Spain and exposed to Spanish liberal and European nationalist ideals. So I named this restaurant after Illustrados to portray the food as something foreign, that when you tried one of its dishes, it would give you knowledge about the culture and indulge into something great, thus makes you an Ilustrado for knowing something new. As you can see from the interiors, we Filipinos love to decorate our walls with our heritage and culture, so you can see a lot of clutters and portraits hanging on the walls. And that's actually everything for the Ilustrados, so let us now proceed to the pastry shop. Alright, we are now on the third establishment of the Canal Food Strip, and this will be a pastry shop that I call Zootella. So I hope I pronounced it right, but Zootella simply means sweet treats in English. So if we're going to talk about The Sims 3, it will be like The Sims 3 Katy Perry Zootella. I admit this is hard. I hope no one's gonna go after me when I pronounce something wrong. So enough with the playtime. Zootella is only serving cupcakes since it is a cupcake stall after all, but I secretly made a small kitchen behind the gourmet restaurant where you can bake cakes and put it on the display shelves. And moreover, this pastry shop is one of my favorites since it reminded me of a place near my dorm during my college years, and I always have my friends with me just chatting and having fun, and I decided to have pink as well as its main color since I wanted it to look like a Barbie-ish, like dollhouse ambience, and I actually had fun while making it. So yeah, that's actually all that I wanted to share about Zootella, and let us now move on to the next restaurant, which is the Japanese restaurant. So the Japanese restaurant is named as Itadakimasu Amsterdam, and Itadakimasu is the counterpart of Bon Appetit in French. So there's no inspiration behind Itadakimasu Amsterdam, as I just made it up and made sure the ambience is a bit of zen and eco-friendly as much as possible. Also, to be honest, at this point I have no idea on what to talk about this restaurant, so I just want to remind you that there will be a 12 minutes of virtual tour and cinematic gameplay video at the end of the speed build, and I will be featuring some of my simmer friends in the video who helped me and encouraged me in these dark times when I feel like I wanted to give up, so make sure to give them some love at the last part of the speed build. let us just move on to the final restaurant, which is the gourmet restaurant. Alright, the final restaurant for this mall will be Bordeaux Restaurant Gastronomique. So, same with Lot 61 and Pesca, Theater of Fish. Bordeaux is also inspired from a real-life establishment. So, the story behind it was I searched on Google again to look for gourmet restaurants near the Canal of Amsterdam, and I saw Bordeaux because of its luxury ambience and its location just beside the canal, since Bordeaux simply means waterfront in English. And I really love how the restaurant's interior looks like, with that abundance of gold, black and white color scheme just screams sophistication and elegance in every corner of the establishment. And this restaurant made me enjoy using a lot of items from the vintage glamour stuff pack and dine out game pack. So I guess that is everything that I need to talk about the Bordeaux Restaurant Gastronomique, and let's proceed to the Sky Garden. So, for the second to the last establishment that I'll be discussing is the Sky Garden. So, from the name itself, it is a garden on the rooftop of the mall. And I love to have a place in a mall where you can take a rest from shopping around the mall. So, the garden is a bit small, but it has a waterfall which is its focal point, and the fact that you are just sitting on a bench while listening to the sound of the water and leaves brushing each other with the wind is enough for it to at least make a secluded space for Sims to relax. And moreover, it can be a place where Sims can smoke while taking a break. And I honestly thought of having this area as a place where the vents will be placed, but its space has a potential, so I decided to have it as an area on the rooftop, and it worked. So that's actually everything for the Sky Garden, and let us now move on to the last establishment of this mall, which is the Bar and Disco. Last but not the least, the last establishment that I'll be discussing is the Hawaii High Bar and Disco. So this rooftop bar and disco is obviously a Hawaiian themed bar, and I really love this place because there are a lot of things that your Sims can do in here. Like, of course, it's a bar. You can drink here with your friends or show your moves on the dance floor as the DJ drops the beat. And I can also imagine that if your Sim is attending in one of the universities, this will be their perfect hangout spot after class to unwind from the schoolworks and university stuff. And you can also hang out with your classmates, roommates, or org mates in here as well. So I just wanted to add that when I play tested it and I tried to hire a bartender, at first I thought the bartender never came, but I forgot that there's also a bar at the Astro Music Lounge. So make sure to delete that bar if you wanted the bartender to use this place instead. And that's all, and let's go to the finishing touches and landscaping. Finally, you are about to witness the whole mall experience, but before that, I just want to give a shout out to my friends who let me showcase their sim selves in my videos, so thank you so much. At NonXplus, make sure to check her out, and I guarantee you'll enjoy her 4-pole squad with Vlad, Caleb, Morgan, and Knox. Also, thank you so much at Ivana Rachel. Check her Twitter for awesome The Sims 3 contents, they are amazing. And also, thank you so much at August Smith. Check out as well his builds because they are freaking amazing. Her jaw would drop, especially the interiors. And also, thank you so much at Just Trina Sims. You're such an amazing and kind person, and thank you for always being there for me. I love you so much. Thank you at It's 4 AM my dudes as well for letting me have your sim self with us, and for using the Sims for always speaking the truth against all the clowneries our government has been doing to us. And lastly, thank you very much at Katharina Sims. Without you, I don't even know what to do with this mall. You helped me on naming the stores in Dutch since Google mistakenly translated the thought that I wanted, and also for sharing a lot about the culture of the Netherlands. And without your help, I might be bashed by a lot of Dutch people by now if I accidentally commit some cultural appropriation all throughout my build. I love you guys so much, and thank you. Please give these people love and support as well. I honestly don't have anything to talk about the finishing touches and landscaping at all, so yeah! Finally, it ends now after months of doing this. And that's everything for the BRIESJE Eco Mall speed build. So if you like this episode, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you want more interesting videos, subscribe to my channel and ding the bell icon to be notified for future content. Make sure to watch the cinematic video after this, and thank you for watching again. This is DesignCaster, and I will see you on my next video. Dag dag!
Salmo. Por beni şahsefim. Plivar.
Siguna. Sigluna. Oh, Muchibiki?